Okay, so hello, busy mums. It is a Monday, so a bit of motivation on a Monday, sort of get your goals sort of kick-started a little bit and focusing on maybe some different things than you've been focusing on. I have this client at the moment, and she's reached a bit of a plateau. Almost so much so that it's almost the first thing she thinks of. She's telling me when she wakes up is that she's unhappy. The first thing she thinks of, she hasn't got a handle on this weight loss, and she kind of feels like she's not in control of it, which gets her down a little bit. So it's how to change that around. And when I ask her questions and when we have a conversation, I kind of realize she's really into the numbers. The numbers on the scale and what are the numbers doing, and like I said, we've got tools to go a bit further than just the numbers and fancy equipment and whatnot. So there's a lot of numbers. There's not just the scale weight. It goes deeper and deeper, and so she's very interested in the numbers. And for sure, when the numbers change, I know in my time when I was trying to lose and I was looking at the numbers on the scale and how they're changing, and when they do change for the better, you feel good. You feel quite happy and quite empowered. But for me, are the numbers enough? That's the question. Are they enough? Just seeing a number change when you look down on the scales and under your feet there. What else? What else comes from changing those numbers? That could be. That's a biggie. What else is going to change? I mean, think about the most important things you've got going on in your life at the moment that probably take up as a busy mum all of your time, and all your focus is elsewhere, and this is sort of that thing that losing's that thing that you want to do for yourself. But in terms of losing, can we sort of increase motivation by looking at knock-on effects? I know with my stepchildren, the youngest is a ball of energy. Literally, I remember we used to live in a place where the hall had stairs, these little stairs going up, and you'd know he was awake because in the morning you sort of hear dum 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 dum, and that was him just running from the kitchen back to his room and back to the kitchen again, and just sort of hearing this, and even as a trainer, and I'm supposed to have loads of energy, I can hear this and go, he's up. Anyway, a couple of Saturdays ago, we did this big day, and luckily, as a trainer, I guess I like to feel my energy when I want to call upon it is above average, and we did this day where we went to an event, a family day, and there was lots of activities for them to take part in. There were these Zorbs. If you've ever seen Zorbs, these big balls you can get inside, and of course there's two of them, and they're kind of tag teaming me. It's one gets the ball, and of course they're bouncing each other, but I'm sort of thinking, right, what about if I sort of run across this court, which is what they're on, and kind of and roll it along? Would that sort of be fun? Of course, then the other one wants this, and then there's more things going on. There's a tug of war competition. There's ropes, the climbing ropes up a wall, and we're joining in. I'm helping and trying to get to the top first, etc. And this carries on for a few hours, and at the end of it, you sort of get that breather where it's time to go home and maybe break up the odd argument, part of the parcel, I guess. But there's this time then we've got to go home, and as we're driving home, you get that little win. You look into the back seat where the youngest is, and he's a bit, and you think, yeah, they're tired. We all get it. We want them to be tired at the end of the day. And Saturday afternoon, of course, is football day, where we go into the garden and we do a kickabout. So I'm thinking, I'm sort of, I'm pretty tired myself. He's broken the trainer, and I'm thinking, he's obviously brilliant. That's there's a win for the day. And then I'm kind of concentrating on the road, and I hear this little voice behind me, Edda, we could play football. They call me Edda. Sorry, it's how they, from when they're very, very small, it's how they spell my name. E-D, Edda. And it's, Edda, we could play football when we go home, Edda. I go, oh my goodness. He's still going, but of course, as a trainer, it's having that energy. Would I have been able to, run around all day if I didn't have that energy? I think that's the biggie. And I guess it's a nice feeling to know I could be at the centre when they're older of these memories, and they could think back to that day and go, oh, that day was a happy day, was good fun, and it was the day, probably the day I broke the trainer, I outlasted the trainer was on his knees at the end of the day. But that's the focus. It's not just the number. It's not just the number on the scales. I mean, that's great. That gives us a lift. That gives us a nice feeling. But what does that lead on to? All these other important things, and to kind of walk to. And then again, back to my client, the plateau, and she's going on holiday in 4 weeks, and it's enough time to turn it around. But I know she's into that feeling. It's kind of, I've got to go into the wardrobe and start thinking about what am I packing, what can I wear, and there's that, the body language decreases, and I know there was a light shone when I started to kind of say, it's, imagine, let's not think of the bad side of that. How about if, by that time you can turn it around a little bit, and you can kind of walk with more confidence. You can feel better on holiday, and you can enjoy. So you can have a better holiday because you're enjoying yourself, rather than thinking, what with that outfit, what can I also wear to cover up? Can I wear? And you're gonna have to excuse me because of my amazing clothing knowledge here. But things like this, do people wear sarongs anymore? But you get my drift. It's kind of wearing something where you kind of think, I'm going to add this to it so that I don't feel so self-conscious. It's almost just having that. I almost use the word swagger there. Does anyone, do ladies walk with swagger? I certainly, I had to witness one of the proudest moments of my life today. It was walking my sister down the aisle. We both forgot you're supposed to walk slowly down the aisle, and I'm quite into what's called functional training. I don't want to put anyone to sleep here. Functional training, I'm watching people and knowing how to, from an exercise point of view, to prescribe exercises just to help them along and move better. And I hadn't obviously witnessed myself until you watch these sort of wedding videos back, and you're watching yourself, and it's a proud moment, and we're heading down the aisle. They're walking too fast. No one's told us to. We seem to have forgotten we're supposed to go slow. I'm looking at my feet, and literally my feet they're going out on each, and it's kind of. You can't put it this way. You can't have swagger and walk like a lizard at the same time. It's not gonna happen. But that's the key to kind of, things change. It's not just I'm losing, it's what else is happening as well. What's the knock-on effects? How does that affect other areas of life, and what else can you do? And to me, to some degree, and I'm not kind of going to sit and go, I'm always up, I've got this energy and every day's a happy day, woo. No, it's to be kind of realistic about it. But if you've got good energy and you're up, it means there's more of those days where you want to take on more things and achieve more. I think that's another plus. You want to kind of, getting things done isn't such a kind of weight on your shoulders, if you like. I think the attitude changes. But I'm bringing out these examples, but a lot of this is personal to you. It's kind of to thinking in your own mind. If the number changes, great. The scale number I'm talking about, if that changes, great. An inch loss, and brilliant. And what's the knock-on effect? What does that go on to? What else happens around you? How does that affect, those closest, and etc. And what things are going to change? That should be your focus when you're let's say you're opening the fridge and you're making choices, or you've got to try and prepare a healthy meal, and you get that voice that goes, I haven't got time, I just want, let's get this done, other people need me. And it's the difference, and it's kind of focusing on that point and putting that at the forefront of your mind. It's what's going to be this big knock-on effect. Focus on that and see where that takes you. Thank you.